Congrats once again to Hunter, James, and Dean. Job well done. Moving on to our second award from the Central Region from 2020. This one is the result of a complex and dangerous situation that started with a mechanical issue, and it seemed to get more complex by the minute, as you'll hear shortly on the audio recording. The more you peel away the layers of issues involved with this flight assist, the more you appreciate the experience, calm professionalism, and attention to detail shown by our honored controller from Kansas City Center. Sarah Owens helped turn what very possibly could have been a tragic ending into a safe landing. This was a Piper PA-28 flying in IMC, or Instrument Meteorological Conditions, in February of last year. The pilot was trying to intercept the localizer for runway 31 at Topeka. He missed the approach and began following vectors to return for a second ILS attempt, and that's when the trouble started. Sarah is an experienced pilot herself, so she was very aware of how this pilot was trying to handle the high workload that is flying an instrument approach in a small single-engine aircraft. But there was a big problem. The aircraft had a static system failure. That means one strong possibility is that the static port was blocked, causing the pilot to get wrong information from his vertical speed indicator and his altimeter. If you don't know the rate that your aircraft is climbing or descending, you cannot fly an instrument approach. Sarah noticed the pilot make a very large left-hand turn. This meant he could not receive the localizer signal to intercept the final approach course. Making things worse, he was now at 2,000 feet and descending. Sarah issued him a low altitude alert and advised him to keep his wings level and to climb. Later, the pilot reported that he started to pick up icing. Sarah was also worried about him becoming disoriented because of the distraction caused by the malfunctioning instruments. Let's hear how this event played out. Let's watch the video.
November 32551, low altitude alert. Check your altitude immediately. Climb and maintain 3,000.
I've lost my static system on the Sirius 6551.
November 551, climb and maintain 4,000. Just climb.
Climb and maintain 4,000, 551.
551, were you on top before you went in for the approach?
Yeah, it's just below 4,000.
All right, November 551, just climb. Climb until you get on top and let me know when you're on top.
Affirmative, climbing 551. Roger, 551. I'm indicating 2,000 feet now. 2055. But almost getting it. I think it has some icing over.
And November 32551, do you have enough fuel that you could go back to, I guess probably not Oklahoma City. Would you want to go to Wichita maybe? How much fuel do you guys have on board?
We've got just under 20 gallons.
20 gallons. So you have at least a good 2 hours of fuel on board, correct?
Roger.
November 551, Roger. And are you guys on top yet?
Not quite. I was climbing slow because my airspeed indicator was messed up, but I'm going about 600 feet per minute now.
November 551. And is it just the airspeed indicator that's having a bad reading, or have you also lost your attitude indicator?
Well, I have a electronic altitude indicator. The altimeter and vertical speed were jumping around, and I'm coming over the cloud tops right now.
November 551, you can maintain a block altitude between 3,000 and 5,000. You can maintain any altitude between 3,000 and 5,000 that you'd like to stay in VFR conditions.
I'm at 3,500 right now, and that's the cloud top.
November 551, Roger. November 551, so understand you are ready to divert to Harrisonville at this time.
What's the identifier again?
November 551, the Harrisonville Airport is Lima, Romeo, Yankee. It's about 55 miles southeast of you.
Yeah, that's affirmative, 551.
And November 551, and are you still in VFR conditions at 4,000?
Affirmative, 551.
Okay, November 551, you're cleared to the Harrisonville Airport via a right turn direct, maintain 4,000. And 551, the runways there are 1735, so with those winds, runway 35 would be the favorable runway.
Roger, 551.
And November 551, how many people are on board tonight?
3 souls, 551.
November 551, thank you. And November 551, there are a couple modems at Harrisonville. Let me know again when you're ready for me.
I can take them now, 551.
November 551, I'm showing that the Pappies to runway 35 are out of service.
Roger, 551.
And November 32551, contact Kansas City approach on 124.7. Have a good night.
124.7, 551. Thank you.
Sarah is now in her 20th year at Kansas City. At Kansas City Center. I'm very proud of Sarah and the great example that she has shown to the membership. Unfortunately, Sarah could not be here today, so I am proud to accept this Archie League Medal of Safety Award for Sarah for 2020, and I'll be happy to take it back to her and present it to her in person.